We do a good amount of research into the communication tools that we choose to use on a daily basis. This video will cover a few of those. But let's first step back for a minute. The Agile Manifesto states that we should value individuals and interactions over processes and tools. We definitely subscribe to that philosophy, and in keeping with this line of thinking, we've chosen tools that get their respective jobs done well without getting in the way of the team members interacting with each other. A majority of the tools that we use are online, but we'll also cover a couple of the offline ones in this video. Let's look at the online tools first. They broadly serve the following purposes: release planning and tracking, story workflow management, wireframing, and finally, asynchronous and real-time communication. Before we get to the tools in each of those categories and how they differ in purpose, let's look at what's common among them. Most of the tools that we've chosen are paid SaaS-based subscription software. A few of these are free. What's common though is that all of these tools back up data securely on the cloud. All of them are also very reliable in terms of their uptime. This allows our team to focus on the product that we're building rather than the infrastructure required to support it. Let's now start looking at the various tools. For release planning and tracking, we use Google Spreadsheets. We love the fact that you can collaborate in real time while using them. Further, not only is the data backed up, but it's also versioned automatically, allowing for going back in time and doing audits if required. As mentioned in the big picture video, we are big fans of Kanban and continuous delivery. We did quite a bit of research to find the best online Kanban board that would suit our needs, and we finally settled on Kanban tool. Beyond using Kanban tool as our online Kanban board, there's also a bunch of other things we use it for. Every card in Kanban tool starts as a single line story. When the business analyst gets to it as part of their progressive elaboration activity, they document the user acceptance criteria within the card. The customer reviews these UACs within Kanban tool and then adds any comments they have within the tool. And in some cases, this could lead to an extended conversation as well. But since all of this is documented within the tool in the context of the corresponding story, it is now possible for the programmers on the team to get a much better idea of the story as well when they start to code it. Finally, when the card is eventually picked up by the programmers, they split the task down into a bunch of engineering tasks. Add these tasks as a list within Kanban tool and then check off each task on the list as they progress through the list. All of this is story level documentation and moves with the story as the story progresses through the Kanban tool. For wireframing, we use Google Drawing when working on web applications. For mobile apps, we prefer Fluid UI. While Google Drawing brings with it all of the real-time collaboration goodness expected from Google Apps, we love the interactive wireframes that you can create with Fluid UI. For asynchronous communication, we still use a lot of email. For project team level communication, we usually create groups within Gmail so that everyone is in the loop. The main disadvantage of mailing lists is that new members on the team can't go back in time and see the old messages. So for long-term projects, we prefer Basecamp from 37 Signals, which is message archiving built in as a core feature. Video calls are of course the best way to do real-time communication these days. We use both Skype and Google Hangout extensively. In this picture, you will see an architect, programmer, and a BA on a Hangout call with one of our customers. These calls typically happen 2 to 3 times a week during the construction phase and sometimes even more frequently during the exploratory phase. Let's now take a look at 2 offline tools. We are big fans of whiteboards. We use it for multiple things, as our offline Kanban board with story cards for tracking how frequently we're making pushes to staging and production, and of course, as a whiteboard to make notes during team meetings. The team meets around the whiteboard at least once a day during the morning stand-up, and it's updated multiple times a day by various members on the team. We've got open workspaces at Multunis, and hence, the whiteboard is visible to everyone in the company, and that makes it easy for anyone to walk over to the whiteboard and get an idea as to what's happening on the project without bothering the team. The last tool, but the one that is sometimes forgotten about, is our own mind. We practice what is called mindfulness at Multunis, which helps us to constantly be aware and react quickly if and when the status quo needs to be changed. No 2 projects are ever the same. While there is value in standardizing processes and tools, we let the team determine whether they want to make alterations to the standard to suit their specific situation. Thanks for watching. This brings us to the end of the collaboration videos. The remaining videos in this series dives into engineering and technology and finally culture.